Hello, everyone. The best teachers are those who show you where to look but don't tell you what to see. Alexandra Trenfor's words very aptly describes astrology. Fate is where we are looking, and free will is what you wish to perceive. I have made many videos in the past in regards to the phases of the moon, but now I feel the time has come when one needs to revive the messages that the planets convey through their discipline. My belief in astrology gets more deeper by the day as I continue to learn and give importance to the feelings of an individual. The beliefs are a source that lay the foundation of our happiness. The energies of all the 10 planets, especially the two luminaries, the sun and the moon, help us understand our own deeper longings and desires which we are capable of manifesting. We only need to understand, harness, and imbibe their influence. Moon greatly influences our emotions and moods. The instinctual reactions are more dominated by our needs of a particular moment, because of which we are unable to rely on our will and our capacity for decision making. So, when the moon positions itself in a particular sign, our instinctual responses is symbolized by that sign, which becomes our requirement for emotional well being. In fact, if we adopt the attitude of that particular sign, we shall be able to resolve, dissolve, or absolve our issues more effectively. Often in a male, the moon represents the unconscious, whereas in a female, it represents the consciousness. There are exceptions depending on how one has developed one's inner core. In fact, we all are made out of the yin and the yang energies. So, depending on what energies are more prevalent in you, you need to form your own opinion of what the moon is representing, whether it's your unconscious or representing your conscious. So, if the yang energy is more in an individual, then you're representing the unconscious. If the yin energy is more in an individual, then it represents the consciousness. Time is consistent, it will not change for you. You need to be a master of your own time. You need to change your own time. The full moon has always been considered very powerful. Observing the lunar cycle is like experiencing a miracle, simultaneously reflecting on how it feeds our feelings and emotions, or how it operates within us on a personal level. We would be better able to grasp our strengths and weaknesses. We all are multidimensional and talented in our own unique way, capable of turning our life around. The lunar energies can provoke strong imaginative and emotional reactions. These emotional responses and reactions are what help us in our day to day life, for better or for worse. So, if we are able to understand and follow the diktats of our heart, we will always end up being the person we truly aspire to be, successful and happy. So, moon energies are ever changing, yet it repeats its cycle in a very fixed way. If you correlate it with life, which is always inconsistent, we do have our high and lows. Now, by learning the language of the moon energies, we will be able to set our own discipline in such a way that it'll be relatively easy to overcome our fears, anxieties, and insecurities. We will also be able to set benchmarks for our goals and achievements, paving way for our health, wealth, and happiness. So, life is full of flux and must be coped or handled on a daily basis. This discipline can also help our time management more effectively. In order to enjoy our life to the maximum, we are advised to live in the moment. Living in the moment teaches and strengthens our coping mechanism, giving us reassurances that life can be built step by step. Since the moon is the closest to the earth, its energies has a deep impact on our psyche. Most of us get stuck and cannot perceive anything beyond our personal circumstances. Likewise, some of us cannot comprehend the reality of the moon's cyclic nature, therefore cannot cope very well when issues crop up in our life. We are so tuned in eternity that we have forgotten how to trust our instincts or whisperings of the heart, which help us work intelligently through time. We do tend to gather a lot of information and knowledge from all sources about the universe and its bodies. If only, if only we could understand, adhere, and apply the discipline and wisdom of nature to our lives, we could then feel liberated and empowered to make our own decisions confidently. We are all blessed with the availability of the universal intelligence, and it's priceless. Now it's our own individual responsibility of how we apply and cultivate it for our individual success and happiness. If one can understand the rise and fall of tidal waves in the ocean, which are directly related to the cycles of the moon, a body which is 60% water will also be impacted by the energies of the moon. The velocity of tidal waves is strongest during the phases of full moon. Similarly, our energies of receptivity get stronger as we are nearing the full moon. Tuning our mind with its waxing and waning will help you greatly understand the dynamics of our own psyche. We always reach peak moments in our life. A full moon is when things are coming to fruition, and this happens if we take our initiations at work in the past. That means the work that we had already done earlier or laid foundations for, you will see at the full moon that it's actually coming to fruition. There can also be new beginnings as we put a closure to the past which no longer works. Now, full moon is opposite to sun, away from the domination of the sun. Hence, it's in full power within its own entirety. Utilize this energy into understanding your inner psyche and giving birth to a new you. By reaping the benefits of your past, or also being able to rectify and re energizing what's important to you, will reinvent your personality and your life. Being sure of yourself is the first step towards success and happiness. The full moon in Aries commences its phase from the 26th September and reaches its crescendo and full power on the 29th of September. The force that still reckons in the following 3 to 4 weeks, 3 to 4 days, sets an indicator for you to manifest whatever you want or feel sure in life. Time to start anew and take initiations confidently. If you had already started your projects back during the new moon of Aries in April, then time for a review and readjusting is there now. If not, then work on furthering whatever projects you have in mind. Aries is a fire sign and the first house of the zodiac wheel. So, with the full moon positioned there, it encourages and supports us in igniting the fire within so as to give vent to our thoughts and ideas. Going towards the cosmic configuration, when the moon is in Aries, the sun is in the opposite sign of Libra. This lunation is very potent because it is the first one since the north and south nodes moved into Aries and Libra. The full moon happening in Aries reminds us of our passions and the need to redefine ourselves as individuals. So, when we are able to create and work towards establishing our own true identity or personality, we derive the satisfaction from life that we seek. During the full moon, it's very important to get into our own created space or zone where we can reflect, reset our boundaries in personal and professional environments. We liberate ourselves from being dominated or dictated by doing what others expect of us. Instead, we learn to be independent and indulge in doing what we truly believe and enjoy. The full moon highlights our deepest emotions, needs, and desires. This is a period where writing down our intentions and then paying attention towards fulfilling them. Garnering the strength of our own willpower and emotions really is constructive and productive. The sense of satisfaction that one then achieves cannot be described in words but felt deep within. The north node in the same Aries sign where the moon is illuminated fully further indicates that by releasing or addressing past issues will boost our morale and strength of mind. It's important to realize that never ever shadow or sacrifice our true values and individuality. Being a people's pleaser never pays off. In fact, agreeing to disagree can actually produce better constructive results. When we speak our truth, anger is automatically absolved as we are able to justify ourselves with inner conviction. The full moon, colored by the attributes of Aries, teaches us the value of independence, liberation, and urges us to enjoy the life which we are capable of creating for ourselves. We all are aware of our imperfections, and during the phase of full moon, it is amply clear to our inner being what we lack and what needs to be redefined in our personality. We could be a victim of impulsiveness and tension. Remember, everyone is effective during this time by the powerful energies. A little compassion and awareness, a little restraint, a little patience will help us tide over many a problem. By focusing and concentrating on our inner self rather than trying to control others will benefit us largely. I'm going to utilize this powerful energy of the full moon in Aries by building a connection with my inner core. I'm going to recognize my strengths and weaknesses with an honest approach. I'm going to write down what holds me back and how I can overcome it. I want to concentrate on the actions that I would take in order to benefit both myself and the people that I connect with in my day to day life or the world at large. For this is my opportunity to redefine or reinvent myself and my personality by becoming a refined version of who I truly believe I am. So can you. Let's together strive towards making that change in ourselves of what we aspire to see in the world around us. Understanding the full moon in Aries and its essence and utilizing it in whichever house it occupies in your natal chart will help you navigate that particular sector of your life effectively. Now, I've just written a ready reckoner for all the zodiacs. For Aries, trust your passions and beliefs, indulge in your creativity with your fresh energy, give priority to what your heart prompts you to do, and manifest your ideas confidently. For Taurus, trusting your inner core will help you unravel many a mystery in your life. Believing in yourself sets the ball rolling, unraveling the strengths hidden within you. Gemini, trust your instincts more than you trust your mind. It's okay to be different. Listen to your mind and stop analyzing. This is the time to build your world through your own choice of people with whom you connect. Cancer, time to define yourself through your career. Create a path that helps you identify with your inner core. Eliminate your emotional weakness while filling it up by doing with what you feel is right. Leo, be open minded to newer perspectives of life. Life is ever changing. Stop getting triggered from the past. Let your heart be like an empty cup, ready to hold afresh. Renew your inner strength through your convictions. Virgo, for a change, be honest to yourself. Stand up for what you truly believe in without fear of being judged. Embrace your vulnerabilities. Do not allow others to control your decisions. Your truth defines your personality in earnest. Libra, relationships define you. How you control or give space is what brings karmic justice in your life. It's time to reset your boundaries, be aware of your own doings, get rid of controlling or being impatient. What you think is what you become. Scorpio, time to get in touch with your spiritual self. Accept and rectify your weaknesses, for it blocks your energies. Reflect on your attitude and health. Resolve to modify your habits and routines. Sagittarius, accept your truth that unpredictability brings zest in your mundane life. Wear your adventurous boots and explore the possibilities of where your spirit can take you. It's time to live your truth. Capricorn, it's time to let go of your past. Forgiving the misgivings and forgetting is the only way out to feel liberated. Explore your many talents and give shape to your true being. Indulge your ambitions and what drives you. Aquarius, allow your air energy to fly with gay abandon. Embrace the new ideas while doing away with the old. Declutter your life from whatever didn't work for you. It's the time to embrace the newness in your life in all possibilities. Pisces, nothing but honesty to yourself will work for you. Indulge in some soul searching by balancing what you feel is right versus what is correct. Invest your energy in enjoying the materialistic world with a spiritual touch. With that, this is Dolly Manghat signing off. Stay blessed and visit my website if you need further clarifications. That is www.dollymangat.com.